Evening all, back on the channel tonight. It's midweek. No, it's Sunday, but this is a midweek recipe, right? So quick chicken curry, takes about 20 minutes. So it's one of Jamie's 20 minutes meals, is it? No, because he spends about half hour prepping. Anyway, I have done some prep, but it will take about 25 minutes. So just to run through some of the ingredients is very quick here. Right, we've got some chicken, diced, very small, because it's 20 minutes. We have some garlic paste, because it's easier than chopping up garlic. Some ginger paste, get it at any supermarket. We have my spice mix here. That's just garam masala, a bit of turmeric, a bit of various spices. Okay, cumin's in there. Tin of tomatoes, tin of chickpeas. Chickpeas are great because it all bulks it up. We have our obligatory stock cube, Knorr stock cubes, love these. That's a chicken curry, but I'm using beef right this time because it gives it a really, really nice flavour. If you want a vegetable curry, take out the chicken, put a vegetable stock cube in, maybe some cauliflower, stuff like that. Little tip for you, onions, right? See those? Oops, onions. I've grated those onions. The reason why I've grated those rather than chopped them is because it gives a nice smooth flavour to the curry. Right, so first thing we do is going to put on rice. Right, now I've got one of these. Right, this is a rice cooker. Right, I bought this about 3 years ago. It is the best thing I have ever bought. Right, it cooks rice perfectly. Brown rice, sushi rice, white rice, basmati rice. Now all I've put in here is 2 cups of rice to 3 cups of water. Right, easy peasy. Stick it on to rice. Let's got a rice setting. It's just some rice. It says white rice. That's basmati. Stick that on by pressing the start button, and there you go, it's cooking away, right? And that will cook it perfectly. And then once it's ready, it actually keeps it warm. Now, you can boil your rice in a pan, you can use boiling the bag rice, right? I swear by that rice cooker, and so does my family. Right, so first things first, another little tip for you, oil. Put your oil in one of these little bottles, right? You can control how the oil comes out much easier. And you don't use as much. So I've got a little squirt in there. Right, that's all it takes. Just show you the pan before it gets too hot. That's it, that's all you need. Right, get the heat on. Get the pan nicely warming up. Smells a bit of gas there. Hope I don't gas myself. Right. Just get that oil just up to a nice temperature. Right, this is a brilliant pan actually. I use this pan all the time. It's nice and big, distributes the heat. Not expensive. This was about 25 quid. I think it was. It's one of John Lewis's everydays. So it's brilliant. I've got the frying pans as well. I love Hexclad, but I haven't got enough subscribers on the channel for Hexclad to actually send me some free pans. So I'm too tight to buy them myself. Anyway, right. Pan's warmish. Get the chicken in. All right. Chicken's in there, just leave it in there for a bit, right? And we're just gonna cook the chicken away. Just make sure, just give it a little seal, right? You don't really need to brown the chicken off on this one because you're gonna get the flavour from all the spices. Right, all you want to do is nicely seal it, and you can hear, hopefully, just sizzling away now. Excellent. Right, so next thing in, let me just straighten that camera up for you. Oops. Give that a bit of a stir around. Right, then we want to go in with some ginger paste. I say that you know, when you're cooking in, you know, for family, right? You can grate your ginger, you can cut your garlic and, I don't know, crush it. So much easier, right? Little tip for you now. Buy it from the World Food Oil, as most supermarkets have got them. Because it actually works out cheaper than if you buy them from somewhere else in the supermarket. Very strange, but trust me, it works. You just want a teaspoon of the garlic, teaspoon of the ginger. You can go and get that one out of the garage because I've got not a lot there. Alright, that goes in there. Give that a whiz around, get a bit of the garlic and the ginger on the chicken. Right. Give that about a minute, just to cook away. All the chicken now is sort of colouring up. Give you a quick zoom in on that. There you go. It's all zooming in, that's all nice. Right, and then, once you've done that, right, go with your onions. Okay, as I say, these have been grated, right? It still makes you cry, but trust me, it comes out better in the dish. Gives it a nice food flavour. Get those onions in there. Don't want to brown the onions, just going to sweat them down a bit. But of course, because you have grated them, more surface area, so they cook quicker. Alright. Just gives those a couple of more minutes. You'll notice when you put the onions in, when you put something cold into a pan, the heat of the pan will go down. Okay, wait till the pan comes up again, right, before you put anything in. Do not put stuff in, especially any meats, right? Don't put meats into a cold pan apart from duck. I'll do a duck recipe and I'll explain why you put duck into a cold pan. But anyway, hot pan, right, the garlic is actually now foaming and the onions are foaming. Now you go with the spice mix. Okay, dump it all in, right, and give it a swirl around. And what this is doing, it will actually roast those spices, but it will also coat chicken, right, which is what you want. And I'll give you a quick shot in there in a minute. Right, there you go. So that powder has coated all the chicken. It actually smells wonderful. I wish I could do smell-o-vision on here, but anyway. So what you want to do is just get the powder to cook up all the moisture, and then go in with your tomatoes. Again, hands back up to heat. Tomatoes go in. Give those a stir around. Right, here the pan's not sizzling anymore. Right, give it about 30 seconds. You'll just get the tomatoes will start bubbling around the edges now, and the tomato juice is mixing with all the spices. Little tip for you, right? Cheap tin of tomatoes. These are about 47p a tin, right? Perfect for this sort of stuff, right? You've got really strong flavours in there, so you don't need tomato flavours. I only use really good tomatoes when I'm doing like an Italian pasta dish, because you want the flavour of the tomatoes. This is just giving you a base. Right, that's all coming up. Give you a quick look in there. You see that what the onions have done? They've thickened that gravy. Right, now if you don't want chickpeas, right, if you just want a basic chicken curry, right, leave it like that. Just maybe a little bit of water in your stock cube, and that'll be lovely. But what I would like, and what the family like, put some chickpeas in, right? Good thing is you're getting a bit of fibre with the chickpeas, right? And you notice I put everything in there, water. Now the water from the chickpeas is actually a natural thickener. If you're making macarons and you're making them for vegan people, you actually use the water from chickpeas instead of the egg whites. Does exactly the same thing. Anyway, right, so chickpeas are in there with the water. Next thing we're going to do, and let me just give you a quick shot again. Okay, next thing we're going to do is go in with the cheap stock cube. Again, you can use your own stock, but do you know what? It's a 20-minute meal. It's in the week. I haven't made any stock cube in there. Give it a quick stir around. Now, one thing is this, right? It doesn't need salt, okay? You do not need salt in the curry, right? Because you've got all those lovely spices and stuff like that. It just doesn't need it. It's to taste, but yeah, I don't put salt in my curry. Put a little of this though, because this black pepper will give you a nice heat, right? And I'll keep going, and I'll talk away to you till I'm doing this, right? Here we go. Loads and loads of pepper, right? Don't be frightened for the pepper. There you go. That's in there. Make sure your stock cube is actually melted, and what you can do is put a bit of warm water or hot water. I didn't boil the kettle, but I did make a cup of tea about 30 minutes ago, so the kettle is still a bit warm. Just enough water to cover the meat and the chickpeas. Get that in there, and you'll see what I mean about the beef stock cube making this absolutely scrumptious. Now, the stock cube is nearly melted. Giving it a quick round there. There we go. Right, there you go. Look at that. Oh, to the camera there. Look at that. Lovely. Now, all you want to do now is turn it down. So you could just see little bubbles at the edge, yeah? Just little bubbles at the edge. A bit of steam coming off there. Actually, it's a bit lower. That's it. Just leave it like that. Once the rice is ready, once the curry's ready, I'll give you a quick shot. Oh, another little tip, right? Always have naan breads in the freezer, right? They come in packets of 6 or 8, the little ones. We use half, stick the others in the freezer, right? Everyone's got one of these babies now. Put your frozen naans in there for about 10 minutes on about 160. They'll defrost, come up to temperature. Lovely jubbly. Right, back when it's ready. Welcome back, everyone. Right, it's been 15 minutes. Well, it's been 15 minutes because the rice cooker's just been. So, give you a quick look at the curry. This is all done now. As you can see, lovely and lovely and silky smooth. And you see all the onion there has just made that. It's just thickened it up a bit. And all I've done is I've stirred that occasionally. It's been on a low heat. I've added a tiny bit of water. That's it. Your naan breads, right? Stuck the naan breads in the air fryer. Put it on reheat for about 6 minutes. These come out the freezer. They are perfect. They are lovely and soft still. So that's your naan breads done. Now we're going to have a look over at the rice. Rice cooker's done. As I say, this one here, once it's finished, it does a warming time, right? So it'll keep the rice warm. So I'm just going to flip the lid, give it a little fluff, and then you'll see what I mean about perfect rice. All you need to do, because it does come around, and look at this, right? This is perfect rice every time. Okay, so I hope you like that video. Some good tips there about the onion. Grating the onion rather than chop it. Buying a shop bought garlic and ginger, less hassle. Recipe, it was 2 chicken breasts. That'll cook 2 medium chicken breasts, so that's going to feed 3 of us quite easily. Garam masala, always use garam masala in your curries. It's a brilliant spice, or a spice mix. Bit of turmeric, bit of cumin powder, chickpeas, tomatoes. That's it really. Bit of black pepper and your stock cube. Right, hope you like that quick recipe. See you all soon on the next video. Someone's asked me to do creme brulee, so I'll try and do that this week. But if you like the video, hit the like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you soon. KV Cooks.